So I started my trade selling the okerika. Yes. So some I just sell in the market, because when people come early, I come earlier than the people, take them to shops where they can get nice ones, and the people give me like a kickback, which is like a commission. Then some I take outside of the market and I just hawk around. Remember, I was a graduate. But it started like that. Then one day, I made up my mind to now have a little shop where I could drop some in the shop. Growth is very important.
How did you start? How did you even bear the idea even way back in school?
Nigerians say you're a leader of
Tomorrow,
But then I would look at those people, they told us that when we were in there. We were
10, 20, 30, 40, and they're still there.
So yes, I had a lot of energy and I wanted to do things a certain way, and I was rude here and I was doing that. Eventually, I was fired.
Were you able to use any of your knowledge in promoting your business?
It's so complicated because I'm such a multifaceted person. I mean, we started in England. Good Hair started in England. We eventually had to open something in Nigeria.
All hair is processed. You cannot take hair from a donor and put it into your head.
Once you're a public figure, you become a target.
Look at all the companies we started. We have board members from Nigeria, but also from around the world, because we want to build world-class companies that outlive us.
Welcome to Omon's Couch, an entrepreneurship and career talk show where we help young entrepreneurs and professionals reach their full potential. My name is Omon Odike, your darling host, and I'll be bringing you amazing guests who have seen it all to educate and inspire you with their stories. Stands as a visionary founder and CEO of Lifecard Company, commanding a formidable presence in the global market. She's none other Mrs. Grace Ofure Ivakomo. Let's welcome her to Omon's Couch. You're welcome. Oh my God, Grace, you look super amazing. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
This
so
must
much.
be Medlin Boss Couture.
Ah.
Am I correct? You look so amazing.
Thank
well
you
done.
so
And thank you for coming and honoring our invitation to be here.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, I can't imagine. And you know, the viewers, a lot of people love real estate now. The market in real estate has been crazy for the past 4 or 5 years. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers want to hear so much from this expert real estate guru, as everyone calls you. So we can't wait to hear your words of wisdom. I'm sure some of our viewers are just thinking of starting up a real estate company. Some may be thinking of, maybe they've started, they don't know how to move to the next level. And some may have even gotten to up there, but they want to expand their portfolios beyond, not just Nigeria, but outside Nigeria. So I'm sure you will get to hear a lot more from her. So Ofure, which of course, we call you, a lot of people call you Grace, we call you Ofure. But I call you the real estate boss lady. Tell us, give us the story. How did you start? Just very briefly, just tell us how you started this journey of real estate. And you're not just even a real estate person. Maybe I have to even drop this here. This lady is an embodiment of so much, and you need to also, we'll go into a lot of the discussions where you need to tell me how you're a real estate guru. You have an academy, a Lifecard Academy. You have the Lifecard Media House. You are a full-time pastor of a massive church, a Pentecostal church in Nigeria. Please, this is like 7-8 major hats. And please, mind you, I'm not talking about her doing them in bits and pieces. She's doing them fully. We will need to understand the enigma behind this powerful house. So please tell us about your journey.
First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for Omon's Couch. I've had some of my mentees come here.
Yes.
Very inspiring. We've learned so much. Just fantastic initiative. I'm so excited because when it comes to being able to use your story to empower people, I'm big in that. And I'm so grateful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you.
Yes.
So,
okay.
Yes, start the story.
This is Grace Ofure. You know, my sister will always call me Ofure.
Yes, Ofure is yes, from home.
Yeah, it means peace. Yeah. So, real estate, how did it all happen? Sometimes in life, as an entrepreneur, you must begin to think of how to make the best out of nothing.
Yes.
That makes you an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So from the days I came to Lagos to
Hustle.
NYSC.
Oh,
Funny
NYSC
enough,
first,
I
yeah.
prayed very well. And when I got to Lagos, I was so excited. They took me to Nigerian Port Authority. And you know, back then at home, we used to know all the goods will come from Obodo Ibo.
Yes.
And it comes to Nigerian Port
Port
Authority.
Authority.
So that was like a dream come true, close to
Getting close to where the action is.
action is. And when I got there, the man looked at me and said, "Oh, welcome. No space." I'm like, "No space? This is
Where they
this
sent you.
Nigeria Port Authority belongs to Nigerian government." I'm talking about 20 years ago. And a young copper with all
But
of
you not posted there?
I was posted there.
And
for
he said
me.
no
They
space.
said no space, that they can't. So what are we supposed to do? We should find a place for ourselves. Okay. 2 questions I asked. Where do you have the street that has a lot of companies?
Yeah.
I got to Ajose Adiogo before I moved from one office to another. By the 5th office, I got somewhere to do my primary assignments. But they told me that they just wanted to help. At least entrepreneurship. It was a company that belongs to an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I was able to take in coppers.
And you didn't know anybody in
I didn't
Lagos,
know
obviously.
anybody. I just wanted to come to Lagos to make life easy for me
And your family.
and the family. And when they allowed me to serve, there won't be a job. So those days, they had already said they won't employ, but they can allow you as a copper. So I was already thinking of after school, after service.
What
then
would you
happened?
do? Yes, what next?
And NYSC, you're just allowed to wear the uniform once, which is the khaki to the job, to the office.
Yes.
So other days you have
CD
to,
days,
yes,
yes.
you have to dress. And
Corporate.
coming from,
The background.
the background and looking at VI, you had a lot of people
Smartly
looking
dressed.
nice, boss ladies. So I just made up my mind. I was living in Agege, somewhere in Ju, and there was a market behind my house. They do massive market. I don't know if it's still there.
Okay.
They sell fairly used clothes, Okrika.
Okrika,
So
yeah.
I normally go there to buy what to wear to that office. So by the time it looks like NYSC was running up and I needed to think of the next thing to do, I also noticed that people might not have time to go there.
You saw an opportunity.
That's what
Did people like your outfits when you're going to the office or something?
Of course,
okay.
they did, because I had packaged it now. Yes. So I started my trade selling the Okrika. Yes. So some I just sell in the market, because when people come early, I come earlier than the people, take them to shops where they can get nice ones, and the people give me like a kickback, which is like a commission. Yes. Then some I take outside of the market and I just hawk around. Remember, I was a graduate. Yes. But it started like that. Then one day, I made up my mind to now have a little shop where I could drop some in the shop. Growth is very important. So I dropped some in the shop, I take some around, then I met a friend. And what attracted me was her phone.
The phone of that, it's your friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think that the phone came from doing anything wrong.
Yes.
I just wanted to know,
how
what are you doing? We came to this Lagos
together. Okay.
And he said, real estate. Real estate.
As far back as 20 years ago.
I just dropped my Okrika load on the floor. I was like, I've done Okrika for like 1 year, 2 years, so like 18 years. I dropped the Okrika. I sat down with her. I said, please, tell me. So she started to tell me.
And she was willing to give you all the information.
To give me the information. And she told me about the different aspects. Investment. Do I have money to invest? Sales. Okay, I'm a salesperson. When you're hungry, you can be anything. So sales is all right. Then so she gave me so many things. She now wondered me. You know, most times in life, when people talk, what do you gain from the talk? I took the warning that you can also lose.
Okay, in real estate.
Yes, if you don't know the business, especially Lagos, because Lagos documentation is key. So I just got those information I started to go there again and again just to learn from her. I put my hands into 1 or 2 or 3 things. Then one day, she called me and said there was an opportunity to buy a property. So
to buy a property, and you have just bet you didn't even have any money, and you're selling cricket clothes.
I just thought fast, what can I do with this opportunity? So I said, is it possible that people can? He said, no, they're just interested in you buying. How many people they are not interested? I was okay. I spoke to a lot of people. But at the end of it all, I got the money from many people.
So you gathered the money from several
different people, like 7 people.
Okay. So what was your plan? To use people's money to buy just one property?
One property. And it says when he appreciates, we can sell it.
Sell it. Okay, that was your game plan.
That was my game plan.
Okay.
So we bought. What shocked me? 2 years later, somebody said, somebody wants the land, and they gave me the price. I was like, eh?
For the same property?
Yes.
How had appreciated
so much. So more.
This
business, I have to look at it
very seriously. Yes.
Because it took me a long time to put that, it's only up to 500K. Then now, property has moved like 500%. So I said, okay, what do I do? Should I leave the Okilika and go into real estate full time? I said, no. This is already cash flow. Let me go and learn this business. So I started to look for people that are doing well in the business, and I started to work for them. I know that when I was learning, so many things happened. Number one, there's a story that somebody left me at the gate. You know why? Because I wasn't looking good, and they were going out for a transaction. And by the time I called, I said, why did you leave? He said, he didn't want the woman to know that she brought me. Oh, but it was a good thing, because that changed my whole mentality. So you know what?
You have to look the part. Make this mistake again. You will never be poor.
Change the story of my next generation. And if they say real estate is it, I would sit down, learn it, and be the best.
Successful.
So I went on this journey. And I started to learn. Started to work with people willing and ready to wait to turn over people's money. Then I'll then being paid. So that was the strategy. The strategy was because I had a long-term goal. It was not a
So you're not greedy, you're not, you just, all you knew, wanted to learn from the beginning. You wanted to understand the business.
Everything.
Make the mistake that your friend warned you from the beginning.
And that was where I saw the opportunity. It was a big opportunity.
And I know you said very interestingly in some videos on places where I've seen you speak, you said something about the fact that you saw the opportunity to teach people to learn.
Yeah, so what I now started to see.
That was a way to attract value and create value for people before you can actually sell the property.
I noticed that because real estate was lucrative, it brought in a lot of Nigerians in diaspora. And it was also a place where you can be duped. That is
very, very quickly. You can lose everything. And all because of lack of knowledge.
So what I did, I was smart enough to go into the knowledge aspect of real estate. And I started to teach.
And you know what that was? You created value immediately.
An online university, an online platform where you can self-paced, you can meet with me, and you will learn everything. You will learn how to do the business, how to identify scam, how to get into contracts, how to, you know, when you become a doctor, it's easier to get good patients. So what I just did was I created massive value on educating.
And many people at that time were not even looking at that area. All they want to do is to sell a land or property or whatever it is.
So everybody started coming, you know, and just like that, you know, everybody, okay, you're teaching us, buy for us, do for
knowledge
us.
Knowledge has always been the currency, and now it's the new currency. Now everybody's selling
now.
knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yes.
So when I see this new advert, you have to sell knowledge to sell goods. This is what I started, like, you know, somehow I just got it. It's an opportunity. So I was teaching, hold conferences, put people together, talk to them. And that was how Lifecard was birthed.
There's a Lifecard University Academy, or is
yes,
it an academy or a university?
It's an online university. Yeah,
okay.
but it started as a real estate online university. But recently we have started adding other
products to it.
Right.
Okay, so now I notice you now moved into the Lifecard Media, and it was set up to promote SMEs, I mean young people's businesses. So what created that? What was the pivotal moment that made you do that?
When I started the real estate,
and what were you trying to achieve too?
Yeah, when I started real estate trading, I needed media. I needed to do recording. I needed to place the recording somewhere. I needed my voice. Media is just amplifying your voice, amplifying what you do in various platforms. So I had an in-house people that just do for me alone. Then I needed to go to the sites, you know, and I started having estates. I was doing construction work. I was helping people to do real estate. Like I have a couple of estates, people were buying into my product, and I needed to show them. I needed to take media people to the,
because what people see, they
visual,
can believe.
Yes. So I needed to take my guys to the site when we're doing construction, day-to-day activities.
So people see that
this is land. This is the land. Even if the land does not have a road, I will tell the media, take it like this. There is no road, but road is going to come. Yes. This is exactly what it is, a thick forest. But if you put your money here, you know, this is what will happen. So that was what I was using it for. But you see,
and I think people love authentic stories.
When I noticed that a lot of young people are interested in media, and I saw how they could create value with my information, I got interested. And so I added a bit of educating them for excellence and productivity.
If you're enjoying this episode already, I want you to take a moment to please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave your aha moments in the comment section below. We would love to engage with you. Okay, let's get back to the show.
You know, so that's
good handshake with the two.
Once you want to go into real estate and you just keep this integrity file in front of you, there is no amount of money you cannot command.
Yes.
That was what was the issue in real estate. So I banked on it very well. So when
knowledge, integrity, very key.
Very key. So like one of my investors will say, Grace Ofure is not in Nigeria. Our integrity is not here. So you understand? That's
yes.
commendation.
How your customers see you.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful value.
Very important.
Beautiful.
So I started to instill that value into these young guys. Yeah. And so people started to ask me, who is doing your video?
I asked you at some point.
You asked me? So,
I did, because it was really, really nice.
An entrepreneur becomes an entrepreneur when you find a solution for a problem. Yes. So I saw that there was a problem. Maybe there's a way we do it that other media houses don't do it. Yes. And one thing that I discovered was either the storyline or the strategy behind it. You know,
because
media,
you are using yourself as a case study for others.
Yes. You know, media, they just amplify what we are saying.
Yes.
Media can grow your business based on what you can give them. But Lifecard Media will give you the business strategy growth before the media. So because
still another value again.
Thank you. Because I'm a business strategist
yes.
and I know how to grow business. It's like a gift. So when you see my videos going viral, you will think it's media. Then
it's the content.
It's the content.
Yes.
So and I said, okay. So I called them, my guys in. And I said, you know what? Let's float a media company. And that was it.
And it's been successful.
Oh my God, that's right now we have an academy where we're training young people because the manpower is a lot. And I'm excited because I now see how I can give back. You know, I'm big on people. You know, as an entrepreneur, I must tell you the truth now. If you want to be very successful, people people, key. Love people. Love people. Truly love people. You have the best staffs, you have the best customers. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Your love for people is entrepreneurship.
Yes. Because
Whether
you can't do everything by
service
yourself.
or you are doing product, how far can your love go? So that's how we created it. That now we're looking for a big facility. We have even created a movie. You know, it's been amazing.
Wow, within the media, your media space. Yeah. Wow.
So now it's no longer Grace Ofure Media, it's now Lifecard Media for the entire world.
Fantastic. Well done. Well done. That's a beautiful milestone. And I mean, listening to you is always, you know, you get ignited to go and do more, be more, and believe in yourself. Fantastic. Okay, so now you've done all these great things. And the real estate, I know, is one of the most prominent parts of you because that's where you started. That's your baby. That's your cash cow at the end of the day. So that's where your money is. So for the young viewers who are listening and even those who are already there in the real estate business, tell us critically, there's things that they must know to start, you know, just quickly, like the points. What do they need to know before they start up a real estate business? And how can they go about it? Because most times they're all thinking, oh, you need money, you need capital, you need to go to the bank, I need my father to give me money or a friend or something. Tell them, how can they set up this real estate company?
Number one, you have to know that real estate is providing solutions. So you have to first of all have the right mindset that you are a solution provider.
Yes.
You are not a money-making machine. So you are not in real estate to go and make money. You are in real estate to go and provide solutions. Let that
Which is the best, a better mindset.
Yes.
Okay.
So you will make
Money, if you have that mindset.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the money you would then make if you have this mindset is long lasting.
Yes.
The money you will make in the other one
It's short term, and we
you
may not
you
come
might
again.
even end up in the jail. A lot of them are there.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes. So, from what you are selling to what you are giving out must be something you can take in. Any property I can't buy, I can't sell.
That you can't buy for yourself.
Yes,
It's not worth
almost,
selling it to
I have
somebody
been
else.
very poor to that I could barely eat.
Wow.
And now I've seen money. I choose to remain wealthy. And for you to remain wealthy, there is a
Give me a high five. I choose to remain wealthy.
I choose to remain
That's a
wealthy.
beautiful one.
Yes. The principle that keeps you wealthy always is being able to create wealth for other people. First. Then wealth will come to you in abundance. So, number one, have this mindset. You have come to serve. You have come to serve people. Genuinely love people.
Yes.
Sometimes when I see people say, somebody duped me, they're trying to buy me a house. That means you don't love people. Especially those in diaspora. Yes, because if you go there and see the way they work, then you should really be truthful by giving them something that you know you can take. That's number one. Be thorough, because sometimes it might not be your fault. You are too in a hurry.
Yeah.
When it comes to real
So
estate,
be
it's not
patient.
born vita. So you have to be thorough,
Your
work with the
entire
right
process,
people, and go through the process. Number three, which many young people don't want to do, you need a coach, a mentor. Or serve. A lot of young people have said, people are no longer mentoring people, people are not coaching people, then go serve the people. I served for years.
Oh, serve
Yes.
the people that
Serve.
serve in the real estate industry.
Space, yes. So all you pay. That's it.
One of the, at least
One
there
of the
must
two,
be.
you don't have
yeah,
money
okay.
to pay. You have yourself.
Then go
to
and serve.
I served for
Like,
15 years.
yeah.
Yes.
For 10 years.
15 years.
15
Before
years.
I started my company, I was shoe shining for people. Do you know what is shoe shine?
I know.
Oh my darling.
Carrying briefcase up and
Oh
down.
my
Getting
darling.
peanuts at the end of the
Thank
day.
you, but I was learning.
And that's when you came out to a
That's
powerful,
why in a
powerful
short
source.
time, boom.
Yes.
You thought I just came.
No,
I've
I
been
know
here.
That's
Over 2
that's the
decades.
story.
So I saved.
You've paid your
need to
dues.
save. Yes. So I tell people, you see this game, there's nothing you can do about it. I know everything because I spend time to serve. I spend time to learn. I'm still learning. So my mistakes are not a lot. Because I've learned
you manage your risk.
Yeah, I manage. So you need it. But relax. There is money. Don't just be in a hurry.
Okay.
So if you can't pay for a coach, get into serving your coach. Take out some years and serve. The Bible says for you to be a leader, you have to first of all be a servant.
Exactly.
So serve. The days that you used years to serve, you make it up.
Yeah.
Because everything you think you've lost, everybody that started
you can gain it.
They can see it.
Yes. It just
the difference is clear.
Very clear.
So you are not going to lose anything.
My baby girl.
So just serve. So you can then get the right mentors. And if you want to choose a mentor or a coach, the one that has their hands are dirty on the job. There are two different types of coaches.
Okay.
One learned it from Harvard.
Exactly.
One walked through it. So when I come to wealth creation, I want you to teach me wealth if you actually made wealth. And I can trace you.
So what you're saying clearly is don't go to people who say theoretically, but people who have actually done it. You know, you actually do this, have the same mindset with me.
Yeah.
I said, if you have not made money,
So
I can't talk to you. I may listen to you,
but
I already know
know
my mindset already because I have to listen to you. Maybe I'm in a particular space. But those that I'm really keen on listening to are those who I have seen them.
You can
I can touch it, I can feel it, and I know it.
2017.
Yes.
You
met
remember?
for the first time 2018
when
in Kigali.
Yeah.
In Kigali, Kenya. Yes.
So between them and you can literally see.
You watch it. I don't want to have to say a lot of things here, but you were somebody who she had, even then she had even grown to an extent, but she had nothing. And we were even like, we had something.
Yes, you know that
she had passed everybody.
Do you know that trip?
Yes.
Can I shock you? I told you. Somebody paid for the tickets.
Yes, you told me.
I couldn't afford the tickets.
You had to even share a room or something.
Can I stay in one room? Okay.
While we were there buying luxury rooms,
first class.
She said she had to share the room, and now she say, you don't even need to understand the kind of money that she has. No need for us to go there. But I think more importantly, it's not even about the making of money. It's the principle behind how she made money.
Yes.
Nobody makes money in a hurry. She has said one major part, which I think even myself and a lot of people need to understand, that love for people, regardless of whatever it is that they have, is so critical. Another thing I think you've mentioned also is the fact that knowledge is so key, especially in the real estate business.
Any business.
For any business, but especially in the real estate business, because of the risks, it's so high. Any little thing, you may just even think that, maybe, for example, Lagos State government said this is approved, whereas it is not approved. Just that simple one sentence can just destroy.
Do you know what?
Immediately.
Young people, listen. I go to a street, Omon. The entire street, beautiful houses, one plot left in a full street.
Yes.
There is no assumptions. There are 3 ways to success. 1, no assumptions, no half measure, and no excuse. That's no half measure, no excuse, no assumption. So I can get to a street, one plot left, all houses, massive,
okay,
beautiful.
And you saw one empty land.
And I acquired, and I said, I still need to get Lagos State to check.
Have you paid for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got there. They said they can't give me approval. I said, why?
And you already paid for it?
Yes, they said because I'm on top of a coaster. No, I've not paid.
Oh, yeah.
So, I needed to check.
Do your due diligence, yes.
I said coaster.
That's why nobody had picked it.
No. The whole streets have houses. That's why you guys telling me that all these human beings, they are not aware that they are sitting on top of coaster. I said, wait first. I said, auntie, because there's houses everywhere. I said, okay, I don't know what they are doing there. Maybe 10 years time, 20 years time.
They will pull it down, just like they are doing to a lot of places now.
I don't understand. These houses are bought by people because developers, do you know that kind of a feel like, my head was just running like.
So if you had not done that due
Have
diligence,
measure.
because you assume
Assumption.
that those buildings were there,
Let me
so
show-
this should be okay.
Can I shock you? Take your media guys there. The house is standing on that land
Now,
as I speak to you now.
the land that you did not eventually pick. So we don't know what will happen in the next 5-10 years.
So what I'm saying, no half measure, no assumptions. From the one, keep it.
Always do your due diligence to the end.
To the end.
I hope you guys have heard what she has said. It's very, very clear. No assumption, good knowledge, do your thorough work, no cutting corners, ensuring that you understand. And I think even for Lagos State especially, and even many states, you must get to the land registry to see the master plan. And whether it's coastal area, because a lot of that is happening in Lagos, whereby people are building houses on canals and blocking the drainages. And because of environmental issues now that is really prevalent, many of those buildings are being knocked down, and there's nothing they can do about it. Money loss, time loss, and of course, property loss. So there's no need for us to even go into any of those things in the first place if we actually do our due diligence. But that interests me because you said the real estate business is really booming, is doing really well. I looked at the statistics for real estate, and I mean, it was really surprising. I mean, I think even everybody who has been in Nigeria and even outside the country have been hearing, oh, there's a real estate buzz, there's a lot of money to be made in real estate, young people are going into it. And you see the numbers. From 2021 to 2023, even to now, you see a 50% rise in purchase of real estate properties, both commercial and residential. That's one statistic. Then also you can see that even with the inflation rate, we still have the growth from year on, from 2021 to 23, a spike of 29%. You won't believe it. On an annual basis, and 28% plus on a monthly basis, all to the Nigerian GDP. So it's really boosting the economy. We cannot take it away from real estate. But my question now is, now with the 2024 records and the 2024 forecast, inflation rates are so high, 28% and even above. Now there's a lot of poverty. There's no income in the country. Forex is going. Nigeria devaluation, the forex is going so high you can't even purchase forex. How is the real estate business doing?
Join us on Omon's Couch, where inspiration meets action. If you are a remarkable entrepreneur or a career giant with a unique story to share, we want to hear from you. Become our guest on Omon's Couch and empower others with your journey, experiences, and valuable insights. Use the link provided in the description below to apply for yourself or nominate someone who deserves to be on the show. Let's inspire together.
That's why I said you have to build your business to last. A lot of people are seeing that aspect, but there's so much opportunity. Like now, for those in diaspora, they can afford what they could not have afforded before. That's an opportunity.
Okay, but that's diaspora. I'm talking about we in Nigeria.
Then in Nigeria, which other place do you want to really put the money? As I speak to you now, I'm looking for a real estate and I just want to put my money because I've tried other places over the years. It's sustainable. It has phases. Real estate is like phases. It doesn't mean because we have a challenge now and everybody just runs away and do. If you are really in this business and you are thinking of sustainable wealth for wealth creation today and transfer, it's still real estate.
It's still real estate.
So it's just going to.
So are you saying that you really advise that people should still invest?
Let me also shock you. In Nigeria, we buy and sell the way we buy and sell. So if a house has become construction 200 million.
Instead of 150.
And it will still sell above the 200 million. The problem now is that maybe so many people that could have been able to afford it, then that's where strategy should come in. How many people want affordability for real estate or business for real estate or housing for real estate? So let's talk about where I play, the investment aspect of
area of real estate.
If one person cannot afford it, 10 people can afford it. They come together and afford it. Remember, that's the way I started my business. So I've also created a system like that where people afford things together. Because the truth is,
so that's bulk purchase, like
we
people
come
together.
So we want to buy something 20 million in Lekki or anywhere. You give me 10 million, I have my 10 million. We'll buy it. Are we going to leave the 10 million in the bank to die? And because we cannot buy. So then strategy, thinking, as a business leader.
So what you're saying, that innovate,
you
even
have
with
to
the bad
innovate.
times,
Yeah.
you just keep
Then
innovating and
a lot
coming
of
up with
people want to do
solutions.
international investments. So many people here cannot afford international real estate
Exactly.
unless they want to go to mortgage. And the story of mortgage is another day topic. You can check my YouTube. I will tell you the scam of mortgage.
Wow.
I have it in my YouTube, the scam of mortgage. It's not me to go for mortgage. I would rather say, Omon, let's do it together. I don't want to live there. I'm thinking of the currency devaluation. So we are thinking of rental. We are thinking of cash flow. Why
Or
can
maybe
we
even
just travel?
sell it
Why
and
can we
get the money back?
Why can we travel and enjoy ourselves? Because something is paying for it. We had to wait, delay gratification, stock real estate, stock anything, stock many things. So if I'm going to stock real estate abroad, I would rather stock with people. So now that's what we are doing. A lot of people are coming together. They're buying houses in Dubai, London. The ownership is all of them. They share the rent.
So you're saying that the real estate market is still doing well?
It's doing well.
Just for you to package your products, yes, in a strategic manner.
Yeah, have a way that people can come in, not so much,
Like,
you know. So
in groups,
just innovate.
Co-ownership,
and build small houses. People just want to sleep and wake up and do and just make it functional. So you have to be on top of the game. It's not for real estate. It's not for.
It's not fixed.
It's techy.
Yeah, it's not fixed too.
Yeah, so
it's dynamic. So you have to be thinking of different.
Different options. So you'll be surprised. I've done very well this year, 2024.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine, regardless of
Regardless
whether
of all the
everything
noise.
is going down.
And most
Grace Ofure would always
I like that aspect of Grace. You know, we are Christian business people.
Yes, I'm saying.
And so when there is darkness, that's when we shine.
Yes.
And how do you shine? When you're sleeping, your extraordinary strategist,
there's a casting down.
which is the Holy Spirit, begins to give you ideas. So I've had 4 ideas I've pushed out this year. And
they're all doing
mind
well.
blowing.
Wow.
That came from the Spirit. So everything matches up to
Yes, and okay, let me even touch on that. You're a faith-based entrepreneur, and I would call you a kingdom entrepreneur. You work by faith in everything that you do. So that is one of your success story. I think on top of everything you have said, that is one of your success story, and we cannot undermine that aspect. It's actually a critical part of it. So now, being a mother, being a wife, being a pastor, being a real estate guru, being a media guru too, as well as your university academy for learning. How have you been able to juggle all these hats without dropping the ball?
Number one, and I want to talk to men. The woman, it's a blessing to you. You know why? We have 9 senses. It's a gift from God.
Women have 9 senses.
9 senses.
So you've only touched 7, so you still have 2 to go.
So 2 to go. And now there's greater grace. So the Bible says, come to the throne room and receive grace. So if I came with 9, I can actually have more. So you get when I ask for more. So 9 is against 1. That's the display. It's the character of God's Spirit in a woman. So it's a blessing. And you can ask for more. He said, come to the throne room and ask for grace.
Yes.
So the first thing that you should have is understanding the consciousness of who you are as a child of God. I have this endowment. The second thing is the helper. The Bible says you have the Holy Ghost, who is your extraordinary strategist that helps you through all the process. Then the third thing is listening to him for the help. So you have, Holy Ghost told me about support system. Funny enough, I hear people say it now. But you know, the Holy Spirit taught me support system. You need support system. You need communities. You need people. You need to talk. You need to find help when you need help. So in all of that, one thing that stands out is that when you put God first, every other thing is fine. So what I've decided to do that I've been doing, I put God first. So I'm like his executive assistant in creating the kingdom here on earth. That's what my job is.
Wow.
And everything I do, I'm using those opportunities to express
them.
That kingdom here
yeah.
on earth. So I can't fail
So
because I have a backing.
I get back, you know. That's the Holy Spirit.
Yes, I have a backing.
Beautiful.
So he's able to teach me how to deal wisely with my husband, with my children, with my staffs, with my establishment, with the entire world, with coach, with mentees, and so he just helps me, and I allow him to help
take control.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen. That's such a beautiful, wonderful, and remarkable story. I think you've talked a lot about real estate. You've talked about how it's very possible for you to succeed even in these trying times. Now, it looks so nice. It looks so easy. My last question to you is, please tell us one of the most terrible moments within your business, something that shook you to your roots. It can be the family, it could be the business.
So
let us hear that story so that people know that you are a real person.
There's always challenges. The first challenge was when I was doing our Okerika business. I sold 25,000 naira and I was happy. I called my husband, called everybody, and when I got back to the shop to pick it, they stole it.
They stole the 25,000.
I went on the floor along.
Wow.
Omba. I was on the floor. My baby was on my back.
Wow.
I was looking for a car to kill me.
Wow.
I said today I would die because 25,000 naira was not only for me. People that gave me goods in the
store,
and everything. My word was ended. But right there on the floor, I heard the Spirit of God say, if you can laugh in the midst of this trial. So the comfort I got was the laughter. So it looked like I was mad. So
laughing.
from crying to laughing.
Wow.
So when I started laughing.
In the middle of the road on the ground.
If there was Easter block, I'll be there.
I'm sure, yes, no, there was no even, I'm sure there were barely phones.
Now people were trying to help. What people do now, the video. But then people were trying to help. People drag my daughter, don't kill yourself. People were trying to call my husband, why don't you kill yourself, 25,000. Can you even imagine?
Yes.
25,000. And that's like 17 years ago.
Yeah, but the value was also very high too.
That was number one. That day I made up my mind, you know what, I won't cry again. I'm going to face this thing and do what I have to do to change this narrative. The second thing was when I got into real estate and for the first time I wanted to branch out. So I didn't, when I say fear, I just had a very big transaction from
it must be imposter syndrome as they call it. You're not sure of yourself.
I called in a brother. We had the transactions together. They gave us the property, what we were supposed to do. Omon, I did not sign a paper. That transaction belongs to me.
Yeah.
I tell you that you know the place. One day I got there and it was taken away from me. Unknowingly.
You didn't get anything from the transaction.
Till today, there's no document, there's no paper. All I just hear is when we finish, during rapture. So what am I saying? That was what made me who I am today. Because when I looked at
you learned from your mistakes.
The guy really, just that I was afraid, you know. This fear torment.
I mean, trust me, we all did that when we start the business. We bring that to somebody who has been there to just help you, give you confidence.
And that was when I moved into Lifecard. And I tell you, no regrets, because when I look at it and look at where I am now,
you know that it was God's part.
Yeah, God said, now it's time. You can do it. So sometimes challenges help you to
build,
yes.
To build
so
yourself.
I just moved
and learn.
I did it. That was the second thing. Then family, husband is very key.
Yes.
For you to be able to do these many things, you must have a supporting man. Yeah. Most times that's where we miss it. We think that we can't do a lot of things because of the man. No. There is a secret to getting the man.
Please tell us. What's the secret? Tell them.
Just honor him.
Yeah.
Just honor him. Remember, he's still the head of the family.
Give him his due.
And equity. So you buy equity from the children, you buy equity from the husband, you buy equity. So what's equity? When you're spending time with the children, you're spending time with the children. You're spending time with your husband, you're spending. So, and get people that are experts in these things. There are some people that when they coach you these things, you'll be fine.
I know.
So
thank you so much, Grace.
This
has been extremely powerful and wonderful session with you. I'm learning every day from you. I'm sure our viewers have heard you and they are very impacted with the knowledge you have shared on real estate and life.
So finally, talking about the coaching, it's very important. You need a coach.
You need a coach.
A coach. You know, I didn't want to, people started saying coach. I didn't know what it was until I got certification. But I see the importance of coaching. And most times when I organize events for women, this is my limitless women and everything, just to bring experts and
in different areas
so that they can collaborate and become better. Just need a coach to just don't suffer what we suffered.
It's not worth it. And there's no time anymore. So this has been extremely beautiful. I'm sure my viewers are listening. We have heard it all, and I'm sure you know that the very quick points I am going to run through now for you to be able to start a successful real estate business in Nigeria today or anywhere, you must have critical knowledge. You cannot cut corners. Secondly, do your due diligence. Due diligence is a lot of things with regards to due diligence. I'm sure you know, go and check the papers, go to the land registry, check even family lands. You have to check the community, get the heads, you get, everything about due diligence. You must get that. And I think one of the critical things, if you can actually see the plan, checking the master plan. A master plan means getting the state plan. So if it's Lagos State, you get the Lagos State plan to see the property that you're interested in. Where does it lie? Does it lie in residential? Does it lie in commercial? Is it under a coastal area? Is it under water? Is it on, there's so many variations to it. And guess what? So many of those areas that are not acceptable, when they sell it to you and you build on top of it, you may be fine for a few years, and later you find out that they want to demolish it. As you can see, it's happening in Lagos State right now. A lot of buildings are being marked to be pulled down, and some have already been pulled down. So another thing you also need to check out when you're also going to the real estate business is to ensure that you are focused and you love people. Loving people. Love people because they are the ones that are going to help you in every aspect, from your family, home, to your workers, to spreading the word, to even giving you good stuff in any way or form that will help you build your business. And of course, mentoring and coaching is also very critical. You can't undermine that, especially when you don't even understand the industry. Getting to speak to people who already have been there, who have done it, been there, done that, will be very, very vital to the success of your business. And you don't need to make the same mistake that they have already made. Now, in our own generation, information was not out there, but now there are a lot of information out there. But remember, you have to know how to sieve the good information from the fake information so that you don't also run into trouble. And I think with these few points, and of course, ultimately, in every business, putting God first and on top of everything is number one. You can never go wrong. Well done, everyone, and keep watching Omon's Couch.
Thanks for watching Omon's Couch. I'm sure you're eager for another inspiring story. So click here to watch another episode or click here to subscribe. I will see you in the next video.